guys, welcome to the channel. I'm in Sejong City, South Korea, and yeah, it's been a crazy ride. Oh, if you like vlogs or travel or lifestyle kind of channels, then don't forget to subscribe. In this video, I'm just going to talk about like the first day that I got here because I think that's when like the most happened. I'm in quarantine now and I've already been here for like 1 week, so I still have another week to go. But yeah, the first day was pretty crazy. I flew out of Hawaii at like 2 p.m. but I got to the airport at like 11:30. It was pretty smooth sailing from there. Yeah, I got to my gate, everything was pretty easy. Yeah. It was really like when I got to Korea that everything kind of like was a little rocky. Since I don't live like near the airport, I'm more like in the middle of South Korea. I have to like get from Incheon to where I am now, and that was a lot. Plus the 10-hour flight. Oh my god, it was so much. So yeah. So once I landed in Incheon, we had to do the COVID check. They just checked our temperature and gave us some paperwork. And then from there, we had to download an app because that app is how they keep track of our symptoms in quarantine. And then they kind of like had to stop where they explained the app, and you had to have like a Korean contact. So my contact was my head instructor for the branch of the company I work for. And so that went smoothly, didn't take too long. And then we had to go through immigration. Immigration took a minute. I mean, I've been through immigration where it took longer. So compared to my past experience, it wasn't that long. But first we went to one booth and they checked our paperwork and everything. And then from that booth, we had to go into another line and wait for a little bit. And in the second booth, that's where they like took our picture, scanned our index fingers. It was kind of a lot, but you know, you have to do it. And so from there, it's to baggage claim. All my bags were out already, so I got a little luggage cart, put them all in the luggage cart, and then kind of like exited the airport. And that's only half of my trip. Like from Hawaii to the airport, out of the airport, that was half of it. So then out of baggage claim, they kind of like check your visa and your passport one more time, and they're like, oh, where are you going? I said Sejong, and they're like, okay, you gotta take the train. So they pointed me towards the line that goes to the shuttle to the train station. And I was like, oh, I should probably get a SIM card because like I'm not gonna have any data or Wi-Fi once I leave the airport. But they're like, no, you gotta go. We gotta go, bus is going. So I was like, okay. So after I left the airport, I had like literally no contact with my contact or my family or anybody. And I was just praying that I wouldn't get lost and I was going to the right place. And I was, luckily. So we took the shuttle all the way to the KTX station. I think it's called like Gwangyang. I'm sorry, I kind of butchered that, but yeah. So we got to the station, and then from the station, I'd go to Osong. Oh, and honestly, the train ride, the shuttle, I swear, the shuttle to the station was longer than the train ride to Osong. I was like, oh my gosh, everything was like moving so fast at this point, but going so slow at the same time. Like by the time I left the airport, I landed at 7. By the time I left the airport, it was 9:30. By the time I got to the train station, it was like 10. And then, or 10:30, and then my train doesn't leave until like 11-ish. And so I had like half an hour to like use the bathroom, get water, which I so desperately needed, and yeah, and then wait for my train. And then when the train came, oh, that's also at the train station, we had to pay for the shuttle to the train station, and we had to pay for our train ticket. So it was a lot. And luckily my grandma gave me some won, so I was able to pay in like cash. They didn't want to use my card unless it was like I had to. I did have to use it for when I needed water. And then, so I didn't understand anything at this point. Like, no, only at the airport everybody spoke English. At this point, no one spoke English. So when I was like listening for when it was my train, I had to like pay attention to where I was going. Like I had to hear like, oh, Osong, and then I was like, oh, okay, that's me. And then that's when I would get up and we'd head down to the platform. We only had to wait a few minutes at the platform. The train came like right on time. And then I got on the train with all my luggage, and 2 stops later we were there. It was like so quick. So I got off at Osong, and here was where like a driver was supposed to come get me to take me to my place, but he was running late, so I had to wait by myself for a minute. And I just like let everything, like I just soaked everything in. It was like, and at this point I was like so exhausted. I think I only slept for like 3 hours on the plane, which is dumb. And so I've been running like straight on adrenaline because I was always like hyper aware of everything because I couldn't understand the language, so I really just tried to pay attention to what I knew. Oh, it was exhausting. So I waited, and then finally he showed up and we exited the station in Osong, and yeah, he drove me to my apartment. It was like another half an hour or maybe like 20 minutes to my apartment. So by the time I got here, it was like midnight. And I landed at 7. So it's crazy how all that time went by. But yeah, and I got here. I asked for a bed, but of course it wasn't here. And she at the airport she told me I wouldn't have Wi-Fi, so that's like great. I like took a cold shower because it was so hot. I'm recording with my phone for now because I didn't unpack anything, but 12:22, it's super hot right now. I'm sweating. I'm about to take a shower and then I'm gonna set up my bed. I don't know how to work the AC in here or do anything because it's all in Korean. And I don't have Wi-Fi, so I can't use Google Translate. Anyway, shower first. Everything else comes later. Peace. And I just set up like sheets, and they gave me a pillow and a blanket, so I had that. So I had my sheets, I had a pillow and a blanket, so I kind of like set up a little futon. So I kind of like set up a little bed for myself. And after my shower, I took a Tylenol because my head, like I had the worst headache. I chugged down a lot of water, popped in some melatonin, and I was like knocked out. It's like, I gotta go to bed. And yeah, that's pretty much how the first day-ish kind of went. It was a lot. And then day 2, I was like panicked about the Wi-Fi because when we were at the stop where we had to like download the app and everything, we had to like schedule a COVID appointment, and that was a struggle because I don't have a Korean phone number, I don't have anything. Good morning. It's currently 9:30, I think. I have no internet, which sucks because I don't have like a SIM card yet or any data on my phone. I'm literally stranded, and there's kind of a lot I really have to do today. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it without the internet. She told me be up by 9 a.m. today, possibly, and I checked and it didn't work, so. And you know what, I can't even tell her that it didn't work. I have literally like no way to contact anybody, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I think I'm just gonna get ready, like brush my teeth and make some food, and then check the internet again to see what happens. But yeah, that's kind of how my day is going. Not so great. Kind of nervous because I have to like call to make my COVID test appointment today. I should have done it at the airport, but I thought I had Wi-Fi. Anyway, yeah, that's my day, so we'll see how everything goes. I'll keep you updated. Bye. I finally got the internet to work. Yes. So I was able to contact my family, and I was able to talk to my contacts here, and I feel a lot better. But I don't have an actual phone number here, so when I called to make my COVID test, I like used Skype and just bought some like credits on there. But in the end, they still needed a phone number, so I gave them my contact's phone number, and it worked out, thank God. I didn't know how I was gonna do it, and so like I used Skype. I got like some credits and I used Skype, and I called the people, and then they're like, oh, okay, do you have a phone number? I was like, no, but I can give you like the phone number of my contact. By the way, this is all the second day, or the next morning. I can give you the number of my contact and she can like set it up or whatever. And so she did for me, which made it a lot easier. But like, they kept like pushing back the time, so I had gotten ready, but I didn't even get to go get my COVID test until like hours later. Okay, so I just got ready. I had breakfast, but it's already 1, so it's lunchtime now. Wi-Fi is working, yay. I think I mentioned that earlier. And then now I'm just waiting for the ambulance come get me for my COVID shot. She told me 1 p.m. but low-key, my contact is not that great with time. She's awesome, but just finicky, I guess. So yeah, I'm just waiting. Put my hair up, do my hair. It's still kind of wacky. Gotta wash it soon. And then put some moisturizer on, tad bit of makeup, mascara, did my eyebrows, put some eyebrow gel on. The usual everyday look. But yeah, I'm just waiting now. Hopefully we get here soon. We'll see how it goes. I'll update you when I get picked up. Bye. So anyway, later that day, I had to go take my COVID test and an ambulance came to pick me up. And like, this building has like multiple exits, so it took me forever to find the ambulance because I kept going out different exits. I didn't know where they were parked. I didn't have any way to contact them because I only had Wi-Fi at this point. So once I leave the building, I can't talk to anybody. In the end, like I was able to find them and they drove me to the test. And the line for the test was so long. I don't know how like the guy who took me did it, but he like let me like jump the entire line. So it was real quick. Like we were in, we were out, and I was back to my place within like half an hour. The COVID test that they did here was like the throat one and the nose one, and you don't do it yourself. They do it for you, and my God, she like jammed that thing up my nose. But whatever, it's fine. I was just glad when I came back that I could finally like relax and just like not have to worry about anything, at least for like the next 2 days, because that Monday we start training. But I'll get into that in another video. Yeah, just for information anyway, I left Thursday Hawaii 2 p.m. but when I get to Korea, that's a day ahead, so I arrived Friday 7 p.m. and then I did my COVID test Saturday in the afternoon. As soon as like all that was over, I immediately went and I bought myself a SIM card just because like I could not deal with all this, not having any way to contact people once I left the building. So yeah, that was basically my first and second day here. It was a lot. Anyway, enjoy the video, and I hope like this gives you a heads up if you're ever thinking about coming to like Sejong or Korea in general. It's kind of a lot, like the farther south you go, but in the end, it's not that bad. It was definitely a learning experience. Just tips, if you can get a SIM card at the airport, get that bad boy. And stay hydrated. The summer is hot and humid, so you're like sweating constantly and like all the water is coming out of you. So you really gotta put that water back or you're gonna end up with the craziest headache of your life. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a little fun vlog. See you in the next one. Bye.